Hey kids, it's Arp. This is the ArpCast, somewhat live from the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee. Today we talk about different things, weird people, and maybe unicorns and rainbows. We read poetry and short stories too. Most of all, we keep it real. This is the ArpCast, starting now. ArpCast number 49. 49. I'm almost there. 50. It's a Friday program. I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to every program, though. You know, I'm going on about it. I'm sure my friends, colleagues are getting tired of me talking about it. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love doing this. It's Wednesday, February 7, 2018. Welcome, new listeners and viewers. You know, if you watch this as well, thank God you don't have to look at my face. Again, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Say it with me. Come on. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to watch the ArpCast. Closing in on 30 in the flock on YouTube subscribers. 30, almost there. 29, little shout out, Charlie McAdams. Charlie, thank you. Sent me a nice note today. I love people, but I love the people that listen to the show. Not anymore. Whatever. So, I had another dinner party. We had a dinner party, the girls and I, with some friends over this past Saturday, and I love the dinner party. It's ArpCast number 36, if you're interested into why it's so wonderful. Getting together, breaking bread, having conversation, new thoughts, new ideas, perhaps even new arguments. It was a great little back and forth Saturday night, and just loved it. Loved it. People we had over, marvelous. So I gotta ask, well, what's it? We were talking about the ArpCast. What's it about? You know, that's a great question. So I came up with something. You know, they say, well, you got to have your elevator speech. You're in the elevator with someone, and they ask you, well, what do you do, or what's your company do, or whatever. I'm inspired by that question Saturday night. Thank you, Leslie S. I'm going to leave it there. So here goes. This is what I came up with, and I think this is what epitomizes the show. The ArpCast is an extemporaneous, oftentimes inspired by friends and strangers, oral essay from the mind of a fat, silly, and eccentric Indian man. That's it. Right there. That's what it is. The ArpCast is an extemporaneous, oftentimes inspired by friends and strangers, oral essay from the mind of a fat, silly, and eccentric Indian man. You can put that anywhere. That's what it's about. So more inspiration. I'm going to tell you right now, I want you to go sleep yourself. That's right. Go sleep yourself. That's what the program's about tonight. Sleep. Came up Saturday, again inspired by friends and strangers, family as well. So we got to talking about sleep. It wasn't even a really big part of the conversation, but we got there somehow. And it's an interesting thing, sleep. You need it, you gotta have it, but you don't really want it because you feel like you're missing out. My brother, I adore him, and he knows that. I adore my baby brother. That kid, when he was little, he didn't want to go to sleep. He thought he was going to miss out on something. Oh my God, you know, something's going to happen. There's going to be a meteor shower, you know, Nixon's going to turn into a flying pig. I don't know. And so here's how I break it down. I think, you know, if we were to take a look at this, so there's getting there, being there, and leaving there, and returning there. So 4 kind of things are going on, right? So you're trying to get to sleep, getting there. I love this because being there, again, inspired. I don't really have any of my own thoughts, folks, if you haven't figured that out right now. And maybe you want to turn off the channel right now because there's really not an original bone in my body. I just pick up things from other people and kind of polish off the the corrosion, and you get to see the beautiful brass underneath. So Being There, Peter Sellers movie. Also a very eccentric movie. Getting there. It's a struggle sometimes for people to get to sleep when you're in this go sleep yourself mode. It's tough for people to get their minds racing and things have been going on, or they're worried or fretting about something. It's tough. Why? Why is that? You know, my guru's guru, so his teacher, 40 seconds, he's out. Not a worry, not a care on his mind. He said, go to sleep anywhere, anytime. Boom, done. Gets there. Because it's important to get there. Being there. So what is sleep, right? So you got the waking state, you've got the sleep state. Well, actually, so waking, dreaming, deep sleep, right? So you're either in one of those three phases. And it's the deep sleep that's interesting. I mean, you are out. And I don't want to get morbid in anything, but you know, if you're thinking about it, I mean, you're kind of dead to the world. I mean, it's nothingness. Absolute nothingness. You're out. You're there. It's the core of your being at its most pristine. Well, how beautiful is that? There's just nothing. There's no desire. There's no anger. There's no self-loathing. It's just you. Right down there in the marrow of life in deep sleep. Get there. Be there. I don't know, 6 hours a night, something like that, if you can make it. Leaving there. Sometimes that's tumultuous, trying to get out and wake up and that sort of thing, and the dreams that come. And then returning there. Well, how was my sleep? You know, I was kind of groggy. I was up all night. I got up at 3, blah, blah. And, you know, friends and colleagues hear me go on about this. You're always returning to, you know, how was your sleep? So a couple things I learned from an author, Tony Schwartz, and I forget the name of his book, but probably if you follow Twitter at all, Tony is out there. He's a ghostwriter for our president a long time ago in his book, and now exactly not a friend, but he talks about these rhythms in our body as it relates to sleep and the waking state and things like that. So there's the circadian rhythm, which is that rhythm that gets us to bed at night. And then there's the ultradian rhythm that we all kind of live by. We just don't know. We're not exposed to it. But it's this 90-minute breath of fresh air. This period of time that if you've gotten enough sleep and enough rest and your mind is in a state that it wants to do work, it goes through these cycles. 90 minutes. Work on something. Focus. Remember we talked about the 3 C's a while back. Concentration. Concentrate on something. Get it done. Move on. Take a little bit of a break. Maybe you got to read this book. I don't remember the name of it. I'm not trying to sell his book or anything like that, guys. But Tony Schwartz, check it out. He talks about physical and spiritual and mental and some other things. Again, a lot of philosophy, I think, in that book. Great book. You got to read it. He runs a little company in New York, too. I don't think it's a little company, but he's doing great work for people. So work and sleep, wait and sleep. There's a big correlation. Get your sleep, get your water, get good nutrition. And I'm telling myself all these things, too. So you know what? I'm going to say it again, and I know it comes off as crude and kind of nasty, but you know, go sleep yourself. That's right. I'm going to do it again. Go sleep yourself. I'll see you on Friday, big number 50. Well, kids, you know who this is. It's ARP, damn it. You have been listening to the ArpCast, a sensational, fact-filled experience meant to change the world. I'm happy you stopped by. Our sponsors, those greedy, wily bastards, thank you too. Make sure to write. This has been the ARP.